Hi guys, welcome back. I just wanted to pop on and film a part 2 as to why I moved out in the middle of the year. This one will probably be a little bit shorter just because there's not as much information I need to share, but just some things that need to be shared, I guess, that I forgot to add. And yeah, so let's get on. Sorry, I'm in this weird rocker chair thingy. I'm trying to get comfortable. Let's get on with the video. Okay. So if you were my roommate last semester, the roommate that I shared with, you might want to pop off. But otherwise, yeah, the other roommate, we'll get into that right away. So I texted them, like, that I was gonna move out. The one roommate that I shared room with, that I had most of my issues with, she was all fine with it. I still talk with her. We just can't room together because 2 different sleep schedules don't add up. But the other girl left me on red and ignores me all through our campus now. So basically, yeah, there's that. And then address the photo that I put in my cover, like, thumbnail, that I forgot to address in it. That picture, if you saw it, there was like food and it had sticky notes on it. That whole shelf was my shelf, and there's a shelf right next to it that was empty. If I still have a picture of it, I can show you. She decided to just stuff her food on top of my food, which isn't the biggest deal, except I couldn't get to my food because it was like shoved in farther, which not too bad, but when there's an empty shelf right next to it, like, just move your stuff over. And then should we get into the real tea here? So this was like, so we moved in around September 1st. This happened around October 1st. And I have like a razor where you can change the heads on it every once in a while, like every so often, to just get razor head replacements because it's a more expensive razor. October 1st hits. Actually, this was October 2nd. And I go to take my shower. I take a shower in the morning because I'm a morning shower person. And I go to take my shower and I go to shave my armpits like I do every single day. I don't have a razor head on my razor. It's just like the base. Like, it's like the stick. Okay, there's no head on it, so I couldn't shave. And I'm like, what the heck? Where is it? I looked in like every single trash can, nowhere to be found. I go like back into the bathroom. Her razor head does, or like her razor body doesn't have a head either. I don't know where it went to this day, and I kind of hid my razor after that, but yeah, it kind of just disappeared, and then it never happened again. Even like when I forgot to hide my razor, it never happened again. But it happened October 1st, like 1 month after we moved in, and it was so odd, and I don't know what happened to it. So as I said in my previous one, if you guys didn't watch it, my roommates partied quite a bit, and I had like reusable, you know, Target like 50-cent cups. I had like 4 of those. I came back one weekend and there was like alcohol, like mixed drinks in it, so it was like orange juice and stuff mixed in, just sitting all my cups on the counter, and no one washed them. I let them sit there for a few hours and like no one washed them, so I washed them myself. It was all fine. It happened again like a month later, and again they never washed them. Like, I let it sit for a day, and it was like orange juice sitting in the cup, let it sit for the day, nothing happened, so I washed it again. I don't know if it happened again or not, but when I moved, there was mold in my cups. Like, all along the bottom of the cup there was mold, and it just kept growing, and it was kind of gross. So yeah, there was that. And this one happened more recently. So I have like a pampered chef knife, so it has like the like knife sharpener blade. I can like insert a picture of like what it looks like. Okay. So like I have that knife, and I went to cut some lettuce last week. So like I've been moved in for like 2 months now. And I went to cut, my roommate's right there. Okay. So like I went to cut some lettuce, like to make a salad, so I had to cut the lettuce and wash it. And I go to like my knife drawer, and I pull out like the little cap sharpener thing, and there's no knife there. I look all over, look in the knife block, everything. There's no knife. And I don't know where it went. Like, seriously, I looked through like all my moving boxes, everything. I don't know where it went. Maybe I'll find it later, but it just like disappeared. And this was like a common occurrence because in my dorm room or like in my apartment, I would just get like random like there were like 4 drawers, like each one, and mine was like on the top, and then it was like everyone else's, and I had like a silverware bin, and I would just get like all my other roommates' silverware in mine, or mine would be missing, and I'd find it like sitting on the counter, so I had to wash it and put it away because we all had like our own like plates, cups, cutlery, all that, but like for some reason mine would always get used. So like I don't know what happened to it. I still don't know what happened to my knife, but hopefully I'll find it one day. But yeah. Okay, sorry, I kind of look bad, but something else I forgot to add. I'm like working on it. Sorry, I'm on my phone now versus my camera because I forgot to add this, and it's a little bit later. I'll insert like a little video or something, whatever I have of it. Our closets were like right next to each other. If you would have saw, like, I think I showed it in when I was moving out / moving in video. I'll link that if you want to see it. Our closets right next to each other, and my roommate put her TV, there was shelves above the closet, so she put her TV above it, but the only way to get power to it was stringing her like electrical cord through my closet, so she was like pushing all my clothes over, and like it was strung through my clothes. So yeah, sorry I look like poop, but that looks worse. But yeah, so basically there's that. Yeah, that, and like, okay, so like this is the next day, and yeah, I'm currently editing it as I was last time, but I need to add something that I don't know if I remembered adding or not. Sorry, this is on my phone, but anyways, I don't remember, and I'm too lazy to go back through the video, but I wanted to explain why I stopped staying on campus on weekends. And this is because one weekend, as you heard in my first one, my roommate liked to party or go to parties, and she left at like 11 o'clock or 10:30 or something like that on a Friday. And one of her friends, that she went to his room, I don't know why, but he started knocking on the door, so it was really odd, really awkward. I didn't answer it, and he just kept knocking. It scared me, but it was like 11 o'clock at night, so I was getting ready to go to sleep because I'd be up early in the morning. And it was all fine and good until it was like 2 a.m. and she got back, and I would sleep around like 11, and I had to be up around 8 because it was my boyfriend and I's 1-year anniversary, so we had a big plan for that day. There is stuff in my hair, I'm sorry. But anyways, yeah, so she got back at 2. I had the door shut, lights all off in the apartment except for like in the main living area, so she didn't have to walk in pitch black. And she opens the door, turns on the lights in the hallway, and the lights like reflect in my face, so it woke me up. And blah blah blah, she kept going. She was cleaning or doing something, and eventually she like, I don't know where she went, but I shut the door because like I needed the door shut so I could sleep because the lights were in my face. And then she opened the door again, and then she went to take a shower, so I shut the door again. And yeah, so she was in the shower for like an hour, and like I've only seen her shower like twice, like the entire time I was there, like 2 times, so I don't know when she showered, but I only saw her shower twice, and she was in there for like an hour. And she got out, opened the door again, and yeah, so I didn't end up going to sleep until 5 a.m. that day, and then I woke up at 8, so I think it clocked around like 4 to 3.5 hours of sleep, somewhere around there. Yeah, so like that's what I mean, we had opposite sleep schedules, so it didn't work out in that sense. So yeah, enjoy that. Why did I say that? Enjoy my bags under my eyes. I'm really sorry, but yeah, this pimple, lovely. But yeah, so that's what I mean by like our opposite sleep schedules. And it really caused issues because then the next day my boyfriend was all like, yeah, you were off, and like I was off, and then I drove home at like 9 o'clock at night, and I had an 1.5-hour drive home because I couldn't stay another night on campus, and it was the only weekend I spent on campus that semester. And yeah, so it was bad. I could barely, like, when I hit like 7 or 8 o'clock that day, like I could barely walk in a straight line. Like it was so bad. I was so tired. And yeah, so opposite sleep schedules do not work for roommates when you share a room. And just had to add that. I am sorry I keep saying and yeah, but get back to the regular part of the video now. I mean, that's not like all on my roommate either. The room was terrible if you would have saw it. Like the kitchen like the kitchen was so small, and like the oven was a little baby oven, like you couldn't even fit a pan in there. I had to close it with a chair. And the shower, I'm like 5'4", and the shower was like as tall as me, and I couldn't even like go like this with both my elbows, like I couldn't do that. And then they put like a shower caddy thing in there, and it was just impossible to even like do anything. It was so small, so outdated. The mirrors were like rusted. It was disgusting. So it's not all on my roommates, but I'm much happier now that I moved than when I was out, because just like it's a better setting. I get along with my roommate now versus, I mean, we're still friends, we're kind of friends, we still talk. One of us do, the other one kind of ignores me, but like we're civil, like, you know, acquaintances. But yeah, so it's not all my roommate, but the living style was too different for us, so I decided to move. And nothing really against her besides she was a mess. That's really all I can say. But yeah, so I moved and I'm much happier. So any advice for anyone? If you really don't like your roommate, move. Like if you have to spend like the extra $50 like I did, sometimes it's worth it just to get like a better room, better roommates, better experience. Like your grades will improve so much more because you're so much happier. So that's all I have to say about that. Yep. Enjoy the rest of the video. Yeah, it's like, that's just kind of like little things that happened that really added up to like why I moved. But I'm sorry, I got the hiccups. But yeah, so I moved. That's basically how it went. It's gonna be a shorter why I moved, so you guys can watch part 1 if you want to see more details as to why I moved. I might be filming a roommate horror story from freshman year because there's a lot of tea involved in that, such as me having to go visit the area coordinator with her to discuss our issues, and that resulted in one of us being forced to move out. So that video will be coming later. That will take a lot of time. It'll probably be 2 parts just because it's a lot. But yeah, expect that one to be coming in the future. Subscribe if you want to see it, because I don't know when it's gonna be filmed, but hopefully soon it will be. But subscribe down below if you want to see that, and so you know when it's gonna be happening. Turn on your post notifications. I film weekly vlogs / horror stories of why I keep moving or why my roommates move out. It might be me that's the issue, but I really hope not. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like, comment, and subscribe down below, and I'll see you guys next week.